Hey kid, come sit down for a minute. I know what today is, and I know how it went, or maybe how it didn't go. No calls, no text that made your heart jump, maybe a cake you bought for yourself, sitting on the counter, looking a little sad in that quiet kitchen light. I want you to know something before we go any further. I noticed. I remembered. And I'm not going anywhere until you feel a little less alone in this. Birthdays aren't supposed to feel like tests, like little report cards on how much people care about you. But sometimes they do, don't they? Sometimes the day just becomes a mirror, and you start counting who showed up and who didn't. I see you doing that math right now, so just breathe for a second, let your shoulders drop. You don't have to hold that math in your head while you're sitting here with me. It hurts more than people admit, sweetheart, being forgotten on the one day that's supposed to be yours. It's not about the gifts. It's not really even about the cake. It's about being seen, about someone stopping their busy, complicated life for just a moment and saying, "You exist, and I'm glad you do." When that doesn't happen, it can feel like proof of something ugly, like maybe you don't matter as much as you thought, like maybe you're easier to forget than you'd like to believe. I need you to hear me on this. That feeling is real, but it's not the truth. People forget for 100 reasons that have nothing to do with your worth. They're buried in their own noise, their own bad years, their own forgetfulness that has nothing to do with love. It still stings. I'm not going to pretend it shouldn't. And it's okay to feel exactly as hurt as you feel tonight without rushing yourself past it, but none of it gets to rewrite who you are or decide how much you're worth to the people who actually pay attention. You know, honey, I remember every birthday you ever had. The one where it rained the whole day and we still lit candles on the porch under an umbrella. The one where you were too sick to blow anything out, so I did it for you. And you laughed so hard you forgot you were sick at all. I remember the year you didn't want a party, just wanted to sit with me and talk for hours until it got dark outside. I've kept every single one of those days. Somewhere I don't lose things. Right here. Not because I'm perfect at remembering. I'm not. I've forgotten plenty in my life. Appointments, errands, small promises I wish I'd kept better. But you, I never once forgot you. Not 1 year, not even the hard ones. And even on the years I couldn't be there in person, you were still the first thing on my mind when I woke up that morning. That doesn't change because we're apart, or because life got complicated, or because today didn't go the way you hoped it would. Here's what I want you to really sit with, kiddo. Your worth was never up for a vote. It's not decided by how many people texted you today, or how many candles got blown out in front of a crowd, or how many messages showed up on your phone. You were valuable the day you were born, and you're valuable right now in this quiet, maybe disappointing moment, exactly the same amount as you were on your very best day. Nothing about being forgotten shrinks you. It doesn't erase what you've built, what you've survived, who you've become through all of it. I know it doesn't feel that way tonight. I know the silence from certain people is loud, louder than it has any right to be, loud enough to drown out things you know are true. But silence isn't a verdict, it's just silence. And you get to decide. It doesn't get the final word on how you see yourself. And listen, sweetheart, you weren't actually forgotten today, not by everyone, not by the people who matter most in the ways that count, even if they're not the ones you expected. I remembered. Whatever part of you needed a father tonight, whatever part of you just wanted one person to stop everything and say, I know it's your day and I'm glad you're alive, that part gets answered right now by me in this exact moment. That counts for something. It has to count for something. Because love doesn't need perfect timing or a party or a crowded room to be real. It just needs to show up, plain and steady. And I'm showing up for you exactly the way I always have, whether you could feel it or not, whether anyone else remembered to or not. You've never once had to earn that from me. It was already yours before you even asked, and it stays yours no matter what today looked like. So happy birthday, kiddo. I mean that with everything I've got, with everything in me. I'm proud of the person you've become, not because of what you've achieved, not because of who remembered to call or send a message, but because of how you keep getting back up on the days that try to convince you that you're small. You are not small. You are not forgettable. You are someone's whole world. Even on the nights it doesn't feel that way at all. Even when the room feels quiet and the phone stays silent. Let today end gently, honey. Let yourself off the hook for the sadness. You're allowed to feel it fully without apologizing for it. But don't let it lie to you about how much you matter, because it will try and it isn't telling you the truth. Blow out a candle for me tonight, kid. Even if it's just one, even if it's only in your mind while you're lying there in the dark. Make a wish, and let it be a real one. Not a small, careful wish, but the kind you'd make if you knew for certain someone was actually listening, because someone is. And know this, wherever you are, whoever forgot, whatever the day gave you or didn't, I didn't forget. I never will. Not this year, not any year after it, not ever. Get some rest now. You made it through today, and that counts for more than you think it does right now. Tomorrow's a new day, and I'll be thinking of you then too. Same as always, same as every day before it. I'm your dad, and I'm proud of you,